Rakete sete mete perana vala vete yakitera. Nesera nakashera tara. Ikipiata nakara. Right, collective, I'm glad you are back. Source does not want me to put up sign readings yet. I'm convinced that 80% of my viewers is from these covenants, and I'm not gonna spend my time reading on them, you know. Love and things like that. Anyway, most of them will have bad karma, die, or lose everything, or they go to jail. I want to read for divine feminine, divine masculine, but this energy of these evil people are so strong on my channel that is practically impossible. That's why I just need to do this. You know, when you think you are better than other humans because you have a certain nationality, and somebody comes from another country and you think they are nothing, you can abuse them. That says everything about you, how piece of shit you are. It's being racist is too nice to say. You are a piece of shit, nothing else. These people are usually lazy. And in their country, it's usually a foreigners who do the job, what they don't want to take up. And after, when they work hard and achieve something, they complain that the foreigners are in their country taking their job and things like that, you know. If you're a sociologist, you learn where is a chauvinism, nationalism coming from. And these are 100% unconvinced that these are demons who organize people and give thoughts to people to make them sick mentally. Because normally a normal human being without intervention would have never ever have any thoughts like that. It is the education. There is a spiritual intervention, like demonical intervention in the mind, and that's create these sociologic changes in the human mind and a human behavior. Hates between races, for example, black and white people, is the same. I find it demonic, and you can find on both sides, because there are racist black people, racist white people. They hate on each other sometimes. And all my respect to this exception, because honestly, all this shit what we learn from the birth to hate each other, after somebody stays neutral and can marry a different race, not for their money, not for their energy, but for true love, that is extraordinary. Then you are an extraordinary person. Because there is no things like that you come from this country, that country, or another country. There is one thing, human race. And unfortunately, the education what we receive from birth is totally destroy that. Okay, they say that all the globalization will destroy each country. And when you look at other planets, I know that some, okay, this is for entertainment purposes, okay? There are some projects, there are humans from Earth who went on other planet, that's for sure, that they don't tell you, okay? They see in each planet, there is one government, there is one, everything oneness. There is no little, there maybe there are little tribes, but everything belongs to one government, one religion, one sociological standard. And on Earth, why do they fight that? I don't understand why do they fight that. Because each country could keep their culture. It's not that, but why do you hate on each other? Why? That is the problem on Earth, because in most developed planets, this doesn't exist. Only primitive planets has little tribes, and they fight with each other. There are lots of downloads I got. Three of Wands and Seven of Swords. It's really strange they took me blood from here. Well, the person will regret it anyway. Today they have all kind of gadget they don't use in hospital, and because they use it on you, they think you are idiot and you won't notice it, you know. And this is the truth what I'm saying, huh? This is the truth what I'm saying, huh? I'm telling you, when you're a starseed and you find strange marks on your skin, it's because they did something to you, but you did not notice it because you were sleeping, probably you were drugged, or you were sleeping and they drugged you that you don't wake up, and they take blood, they give you things to experiment on you, all kind of shit. And after, if you try to speak up, they will say you are crazy, so they will lock you up somewhere where they can experiment on you legally. That is the process. The beautiful law of human rights that are not respected on Earth, but in a 5D Earth it will change. You know, you go and you say that poor Jewish people at Auschwitz, and they were really suffered a lot. You don't need to go to Auschwitz. You should not say that torture like that was in Auschwitz does not exist, because it does. It does. Each country has their own things to do, you know, in this Auschwitz kind of torture on Starseeds. They do. They don't do it in public, and if there is a starseed who dare to speak up, they say she or he is crazy, lock them up, and when they lock them up, they do the torture legally. And they have no human rights, and they are humans, and they should have their human rights. The only way these people should learn is somebody look them up and do all these experiments what they did on starseeds, on them, to see what is it like. And all those people also who ordered it, because sometimes these are just working people, but honestly, how horrible person you are when you take up on a job like that. Excuse me. So you're not better than the person who gave you the order to do this. You are a piece of fucking shit. And I don't care what do they do with my channel. I honestly give a shit. If you have children, they will threaten you, take it away, or they take it away to traumatize you, you know, so they can do social experiments, locking you up in your house, on your apartment, or whatever, where you are, you know. There's another tarot reader, she lost her house, everything, she lives in a car in a forest. So they social experience on her. She does not know it. Oh no, she does not know it. But that's what's going on. Testing all kind of shit. Yeah, okay. We have here that somebody, I'm talking about a starseed here, definitely. Somebody really wanted to fuck up a starseed, but because it came out reverse, it won't happen, okay? It won't happen. And people do not like that, okay? This person, this starseed, will have a new beginning. And this is not surprising because of the 5D Earth is transforming. And the other thing about 5D Earth, I mean, I need to teach about this because there are so many deceptions. You have to understand certain races really wants the 5D Earth happen. That the Earth will go on a higher level of existence. And also, they are Anunnakis. I mean, I was told not Anunnakis nasty, they are divine Anunnakis, maybe, but I don't know about them, okay? All these Anunnakis that we know on Earth are not divine, okay? They are not high vibrational, but low vibrational. It does not mean they have no advanced technology, no, okay? They are not God. Forget that bullshit. They were never gods and they will be never gods, okay? They have a really long lifespan. That's all. But it's possible to kill them and they die and they have soul that also reincarnate just like human souls, okay? They are not gods. Forget that bullshit. And they have an agenda on Earth. You need to know all races have their agenda, okay? This is for entertainment purposes, okay? I don't understand other people can put up talking about planets and different races and aliens on YouTube, and they don't go to jail, they don't get psychiatrists examining them, they don't get police trying to lock them up or whatever. You come bitches on my channel, and when I start talking about this, then usually in France 80% of the people are narrow-minded and they don't open their mind for things like that, you know. And after they think people who talk about this are crazy, and actually they lock up people in France for that illegally, not respecting their human rights, okay? So if you think whatever shit you think about me, I don't know what the fuck are you doing on my channel. Get off my channel. But they're using these things in front of the judge, you know, against me. Adding lies and, you know, twisting words. That's why I'm obliged to say it's for entertainment purposes, because they fucking me all around in France legally. So there is another agenda the Anunnakis has, and everybody who speaks up about this on YouTube disappear, okay? But it needs to be taught, because starseeds are, there is a huge deception. So these Anunnakis saying, yes, 5D Earth, and you will get contact with aliens, and we will help you, just like you know, those races who really does it. But these Anunnakis actually, what they do, they have their own programming on Starseed. They genetically modify them, so they would change the grid of the Earth on different direction, not 5D Earth, because they have a different agenda. The problem with these Anunnakis, if they come on Earth and they live here, they age really fast. So they don't want to do that at the moment. So they want to change the grid of the Earth, but not just for that, but other things also. They want humanity to disappear or be on a slave level and take over Earth. Okay? They want to live on Earth, but they want to change the Earth so it will be suited for their lifestyle. And for that, they take starseeds who had the genetical and spiritual capacity to access the grid of Earth and change it. And when they do it, you know, they do it because that is in a 5D Earth programming. That's why so send these starseeds on Earth. And the problem is that these Anunnakis wants to practically kidnap these starseeds, change their genetical code. So when they believe they're changing the grid of the Earth for the for the best major changes for the 5D Earth, actually they do the opposite. They do it for the Anunnakis. And these type of Anunnakis created hybrids that they look like Pleiadians. They look like Reishi races with blue skin. And they are not. They are not divine. They are not high vibrational. They are Anunnakis, and they are here to destroy Earth, to destroy humanity, and transform Earth into a planet that they can live on peacefully with their own race and destroy each race that is on Earth. And that's why it's really important when you look at something on YouTube, you examine it. Because when you have subliminals and, you know, 5D channels and things like that, some of them coming from these Anunnakis who does not want the 5D Earth, but they preaching it on the channel, on their channel. And some of them coming from Draconians, who does not want neither the 5D Earth, but they have their own hybrids. Because what's happening when you create hybrids between two races, the genetical makeup and you know, genetical makeup and also the spiritual, it's hard to detect the difference. You don't detect it. The discernment is very difficult, and that's why they do it. So these starseeds, having his or her wish fulfillment, okay? And well, it's really interesting because we have here an earth sign woman that has nothing to do with the starseed. I believe these two persons might wanted to destroy the starseeds. And this earth sign woman is attacking now the king of stars, water sign guy and earth sign woman we talk about here. And the card shows definitely that there is a mental problem, a mental disease here to these people. You know, and this type of mentally sick people, these are mentally sick people who look up starseeds and saying they are mentally sick, and they do the experiments legally. So it starts with a little signs like that at your home or in your car. If you're homeless living in your car, you know, they can get easily in a house or in a flat or in a car. Don't worry, today they can open whatever door they can, and camera won't cause any problem, because, you know, most camera can be, well, it's complicated, but they can stop your camera temporarily. So nobody will see, nobody will know what they do. And then you wake up and you have stains all over your body and things like that, and you try to speak up about it, they lock you up. And they do it legally. And this is the people who will lock you up. This is the people who will sneak into your house and fuck you all over your health, your body, because they think you are starseed. So they study you. How do you heal yourself? How do you get over difficulties? And usually they receive lots of money to kill you also from your family members who will profit on you. These type of criminals who legally has a right to lock you up and do experiments on you legally, that is against your human rights. Starseeds out there. They can't do it when starseeds get together. You know why? Because we help each other when we get together. So that's why it's important that starseeds somehow develop a capacity to detect each other spiritually and find physically also each other. So you could help each other. Because when there are more than one person together saying the same things, doing the same thing, the judge will have difficulty saying that this is a crazy person. Do you understand? When you have 10, 15, 20 person who are saying the same things, you can maybe even ask that your belief system will be accepted as a religion. Really. But when you are alone, you can't move on. You can't, unfortunately. Especially when they're doing shits to block you in every place and every way. I can't stay a long time on YouTube channel because I have things to do. So be careful with shifting. The only thing you need to focus on when you shift into 5D Earth, you meditate, you recognize light energy, you recognize source energy, you discuss with source, you know. And after, if there is an entity who contacts you, because entities usually contact you telepathically, and it's like that everywhere on earth they talk about this. I'm not crazy saying that. Entities usually don't use human language. It's really rare, okay, with mouth talking, or when they appear on 3D. They do, but mostly they communicate telepathically because it's much more faster and much more easier, especially when your brain is developed on a level that they don't even use words but images. So when you are contacted with, when you're spiritual, when you awaken, you know what I'm talking about, okay? So when they contact you, when a certain race contact you and give you a message, you have to filter it, what source told you when you were with source, light energy. Because that's the only way to distinguish them, okay? When you watch a YouTube channel, you have to listen very well, your soul, your higher self, if that channel is really, really useful and efficient for you. Because as positive energy and positive programming can go through on a divine channel, the negative one can go through also, okay? Page of Swords. Two of Wands and Eight of Stars. Well, the problem is that these two persons fighting with each other because they blame each other why the starseed didn't die yet. Because they put this starseed in a difficult situation. They can't, I mean, they blocked her. And still this starseed is walking away from this shit. Okay? And now they're fighting with each other. That's why they can't take out this one person. We have here the Ace of Wands. Four of Wands, the Emperor, and the Chariot. Yeah, the Starseed is winning because Source wants her to be, or him. Because this person has to become the Emperor. You can be a woman or man. The Emperor represents here a leader, represents someone who leads people. And it is not that, I mean, a true leader is not that you have the nice car, you have the security guard, and you appear with the expensive clothes on you. And everybody bow down in front of you like if you would be God. That is not a leader. That is a fucking bullshit. The true leader who's been through the same shit that people goes through. He leads. Same shit he went through or still going through, but still capable to see the light and lead people out. That is a true leader. When you have these rich bitches, you know, in high class, blah, blah, blah shit, know nothing about how the people suffer, nothing at all. They just blah, 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 so they could get more power, but they never been down there. They never been through what they've been through. They can't lead people because they don't know what to do or where is the light or how to get out. When you've been through the same bullshit that people put through, the majority of the people, I mean these, you know, this elite put through the majority of humanity, and you were one of them, and you become a leader, you know how to lead them out because you made it already. Do you understand? That is a true leader. That's what we call a true leader. It's not like somebody go to university and after get into politics and they, wow, so powerful. And they are spoiled brat narcissistic shit. And they will lead the country astray. That's for sure. That's for sure. I mean, they fighting with each other, the politician left and right, but very few of them has been through difficulties than normal people who they lead been through. And why they can lead? Because people, humans, has this worshipping mania, or I don't know how to call it. They have to find another human to idolize them and say they are perfect, and that's why we have to become like them. And it's a lie, because there's no human who's perfect. And that's why all these politicians are so careful to hide their secrets, because they are human like you or me or anyone else. They make mistakes. They have their twisted things secretly, like each human has. And they have to hide it because they have to show a perfect image so people could worship them. This is what is the leadership built on today. But the true leadership is not that. The true leadership is you know what your people is going through because you experienced it. You've been through it and you fought your way out of it. And when you fought your way out of it, certainly you know the way out of it. So you can teach people. When you are spoiled brat, coming from an elite family, you go to a university and other politicians or rich people give you money to advance in your career, you know nothing about people you lead. Nothing. Nothing. You know about power and you know how to profit. Nothing else, because that's what you were taught by your family, by this elite, and also by the university where you study. This Starseed is one of the leaders who will be in a 5D Earth. Maybe not now, maybe in a few years, but she or he will be a leader, a true one. Maybe she does not have this elite style, or he, it can be she or he, but knows the people because she's or he's coming from there, knows how to get out of shit. because he has a stable base, a foundation, spiritually based with source, a connection with source that is unshakable. Whatever happens, this foundation does not shake, because this person rather die than give up this foundation with source, because that is sure. What is more sure to have a foundation with the energy who created the planet, who created the universe, who created everything on a planet, including humans? It's not Anunnaki who created. They might did some modification, but they did not create human. It's a fucking bullshit they teach you. Judgment. When this leader will rise, people will be judged in a certain way, because with the 5G Earth, you know, everything will transform. The justice system, the law enforcement system, the education system, the social system, everything will transform. And it will not favorize those who are in power right now, based on who they can exploit, who they can destroy, how they can manipulate. These people will be left behind, and they will receive judgment. And I'm telling you, I'm reading about one emperor here, but Source is raising emperors, women and men, all over the world like that. This is not one person. Do not misunderstand. There are millions of them. This is not for the reading. I'm pissing off with my reading. So they're trying to manipulate my cards. You don't need to get pissed off. You stay in a free earth. There you can do your bullshit things, okay? But I don't know if it will be possible, because I think the merge will, not merge, but the 3D Earth will stop existing, I think. So I will be honest with you, I don't know exactly how it will be after with the 3D Earth, after the separation, because there are many things on ether, okay? There are many possibilities that depends really on the leaders, depends on people. But unfortunately, as I say many times, leaders on earth inspired by power, money, and sex, and not saving the earth and not creating something. So I don't really know which reality will happen. So, you know, some elites are trying to buy divine souls. They steal from divine people or starseeds. So they think with that they will assure themselves in a 5D earth to have power, because it's all about power. They don't want to go through a process that really a divine emperor has to go through to be created. They are fake emperor and empresses because they never ever been through the struggle that actually create this true leader nature. Just look at France, the history of France. Did the kings know about people? No, they were the elite. So when they were the revolution, those leaders like Napoleon who rose up from the people, they become the real leaders, and people listen to them because they know they're coming from them. And they've been through all kind of shit. They climbed up the stairs, you know. But when you say you are an elite and you say climbing up the stairs, when people send you money left and right, and who do you fuck will determine your position, that is nothing to do with your talents, nothing to do that you know your people and you want to help your people and lead your people for their benefit. No, that is you making yourself into God, a little God who plays little God, and you trying to do everything on your own benefits. And you just pick up on things, on, situation, on problems in your people to use it to make you advance politically. Okay? That has nothing to do with real power. We talk about here two different kind of leaders. Nine of Cups. Knight of Swords. Really interesting. This is actually what I was saying, that these elites are trying, manipulating the situation with these Knight of Stars energy, Knight of Cups. They're trying to manipulate the situation legally, so they will stay on the top and they will stay in power and they will stay the elite. What human needs to learn, you can't just sit at home, watch the TV, get your kids from school, get home, do your work, pay your bills. You can't, because you continue doing this, your life will be fucked up, because I'm telling you, all these changes are happening. You will all go down, people there. You need to stand up for your rights. You need to decide what kind of earth you want. You can't just ignore that earth is practically dying, that humanity destroying the planet because of the elites is fucking up the planet. You can't. You say you are alone and nothing. That's why people need to work together. Nine of Stars. Two of Swords. And Seven of Stars reverse. I'm not saying to destroy all these elites. I'm not, because some of them are awakened, some of them are really working for true changes, and some of them are going through challenges. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, when you have a leadership where the leaders are based on who fuck who knows who pays who, there is no true justice, no, there's no true leadership. Yeah, this starseed will have their fulfillment, wish fulfillment, and her or his wish fulfillment what source wants. And these elite or these two men and these men, this Queen of Wands and King of Stars, trying to blind this star seed to choose the wrong path. Okay, so these star seeds won't have any possibility to move forward, to find work, because if you don't work, you can't live, right? It's really difficult to live without work. I know that. So they try to make the work impossible for this starseed, so she won't have any money. That's why they still, many of you, I mean, you can see on YouTube everywhere they're reading that your inheritance is stolen, that many type of money is stolen from you. They steal money even from tarot readers. This is all about to take control. Do you understand? To control these people who actually maybe can bring changes or change the mentality of the people, the majority of the people, you know, out there in the world, changing the mentality of the people. That's what elite does not want happen, because they want to continue their shit. They can't. They can't. And already the grid of the earth is changing in a way it won't support bullshit like that. They can't. They imagine they can go in a 5D and create another bullshit like they created on Earth. It won't happen. So that's why they're trying pressing down all star seeds. And you know, when they are locked up, they have all kind of way to take away their soul, and they possess their soul after. So that's why many star seed comes out like very charismatic, very divine. I mean, I got really sick of the star seed woman. Not star seed woman, she's not a star seed woman, it's wrong. She makes herself look like a star seed. You know, I won't say names because I will get into trouble, but she's a singer and dancer. She did even films. And you just look at her, she's more than 50 years old and she just look like 20 years old. And you have everywhere on YouTube that she's telling her wisdom, that universe pull me, universe this, universe that. It has nothing to do with universe, this woman did. She's a fucking Luciferian. She sacrificed kids. She sacrificed her own family, her own father and mother to become famous. Do you understand? She is a fucking Luciferian, evil as hell. And the soul, you can see when you look into her eyes, you can see this shine, like if she would be an earth angel. That is a soul she stole from someone else. Do you understand? Because the elites doing that everywhere. Because they know that now people are detecting, as they wakening up, the mass awakening, people looking for divine souls. So they need to possess a divine soul so they could make themselves look like divine. It does not work like that with souls, and it does not work like that with the 5D earth. It does not change the fact that this actress or singer or whatever shit is she, is a Luciferian shit. They want to seed Luciferian seeds in a 5D earth like that. They want to even manipulate races like Pleiadians or Arthurians. Wheel of Fortune. It's all about the Wheel of Fortune. Who's gonna be on the top? Five of Wands. That's the fight's about. Who's gonna be on the top? If you're really divine, you know that everybody can be on the top. It is possible, especially in a 5D earth, and a grid will change. Five of Stars. Maybe 5-5 has a spiritual meaning, if this reading is for you. 55. Check it out. But I'm telling you, all the fight is because the elite is really pissed off. They can't go in a 5D Earth. So the Luciferians find it out. I mean, I say Luciferians, but it's not just Satanist. Huh? No, 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 no. This Luciferian movement is built in even in churches, even in Christian churches. Okay? It's built in everywhere. How is it possible? You look at the tarot tree that is talking about Lucifer, like God, like, oh, Lucifer healed me, Lucifer heals you, Lucifer this and that. You look into his eyes and you can see a divine soul in it. What do you think? What's happening? These people sold their own soul to Lucifer, okay? Or any other entity. It doesn't matter, because actually it's not... certain entities love human soul, because when they disintegrate it, the energy that is created, they practically eating it up, okay? So these people sold their soul for money and power and fame. And after, they still want to get into the 5D Earth. So what they do, they put divine feminine, divine masculine, the starseeds in this process of torture. So at the end, they could take away her soul or his soul and possess it. Like that, they think there is their ticket to the 5D Earth. This is why they're doing it. That's why you see people with these shiny eyes that look into their eyes like they are earth angels when they are not. And they're doing all kind of bullshit, and they're talking about all kind of bullshit. There, serious spiritual operation has been done on Starseed to make this elite look better and have ticket to the 5D Earth. We have here the 5 of Moons and a King of Moons. We have another person who hates the Starseed. This person is in poverty now. I have impression this person wanted this starseed to be in poverty. This starseed is already in a 5D Earth. That's why they can't touch it, really. So many of these people say, if we get a divine soul, we will get to the 5D and find this starseed and fuck her up again, or fuck him up again, you know? It's all about that. These are really evil, revengeful people. And stealing divine souls left and right won't change that. Won't change that. How shall I close this reading? Because it needs to be finished. Source. There are many people are sad because they will realize, they will be really sad. They will realize that stealing divine souls won't lead them to anywhere. They won't 5D Earth. And we have here the Queen of Swords and a 6 of Moon. The only thing that will get you in the 5D Earth, when you fight for your own truth, fight for yourself, fight to stay and become divine, and you fight to keep your divine soul and your gifts. And when you decide you fight for this and ask help, Source will give you help. Do you understand? Even if the situation is totally look like that you can't move forwards because there is no money, no food, no car, no place to live, and whatever. Okay, for example, if you're pregnant, you know, they put you in this mental state that, oh, your child will be taken away from you, and you're like, oh my God, how shall I do that, keep my child and things like that. No, don't do that. Source will handle this situation. Put it on Source. Put it on Source and fight spiritually for this. Your human right to be a mother, especially when you are not crazy, especially when you are a good mother. And they don't have a right to take this away from you. They don't have a right to steal your children left and right. This is illegal. This is against human rights. You understand? So stick to the truth. Stick to your soul and your gifts. Fight for it so they would stay with you. If they manage to take some part of your soul or some gifts, ask your spirit team to get it back, because you have right for it. And these elites are pissed off because many of them are falling back, because more and more people fighting for their soul, for their gifts, for their divine destiny, and they get it back. And that's what you should do. That's what you should do, because when you do that, these elite people who actually are evil, not all of them, but many of them are evil, those who are Luciferians and evil, they will stay without gifts, they will stay without any divine soul or divine energy. They will dry out, and they will fall out of power. They should not use other human, because they had their own soul. They had the same start when they were born. They are starseeds. They could have done the same thing, because don't forget, starseeds are human. And they are only starseeds because they have extra capacity were given to them to help with the 5D of shifting, and not to become stronger than other human and become little god like these elites. If you do that, you are low vibrational starseeds, and you are not doing why you were sent on earth. Simple as that. Thank you for watching. Take care.